Today we're going to be making some pizza dough. And in order to do that, we're going to need some ingredients. We're going to need some parchment paper and some flour, granulated sugar, Reynolds wrap, a bowl, a tablespoon, another bowl with a teaspoon. We're going to need a 1 cup measurement. We're using 1/3. We'll just do it 3 times. Some water, some yeast. We got salt, extra virgin olive oil, and like I said, flour. All right, so we're going to do a tablespoon of yeast, do a tablespoon of sugar, cup of water, pre-measured. All right, so our yeast has gotten nice and bubbly, so we're gonna go ahead and put a tablespoon of olive oil in here and mix. All right, we're gonna put 2 cups of flour in this bowl. We'll do a teaspoon of salt also. And let's stir. All right, we're gonna slowly add in our yeast mixture into our dry ingredients here while we're mixing. We're gonna add our dough over to this floured surface, and I'm gonna flour my hands and knead it. All right, so we've got our dough here and my hands are floured. I'm gonna start kneading this dough. So we're about done kneading the dough here. I'm gonna go ahead and add in this oil into the bowl. Keep it from sticking on the sides. Add that in, kind of swirl it around. All right, dough's going in. Go. All right, so we let our dough rest for 2 hours, and we're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 415. This is a temperature I've used for most pizzas, and it's worked real well. It makes a good crust on the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out of the bowl and put it on this floured surface, and I'm gonna punch it a little bit to kind of just wake it back up, and then at this point we're gonna rip some off and do the window pane test. As you can see here, it passes the window pane test, which means we kneaded our dough well earlier. And from here, we're really close to being done, so we're just going to spread our dough out on our pizza pan. We're going to add our sauce and our cheese and toppings. And after we do that, we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven and let it cook. And after about 15 minutes, we were ready to take it out, and it looked really good, and it tasted even better. So I highly recommend trying this out at home.